The village chief is now addressing the elder, and his tone is urgent. He's explaining the situation with the monster, but the elder is having none of it. "You're blocking the sunlight," he says, gesturing to Rebus. "Move." The chief looks at Rebus, then back at the elder, and his expression says it all. He's torn between his loyalty to the village and his duty to protect its people. What will he decide? The narrator is struggling with the realization that the wizard might not be as powerful as he thought. He's doubting the wizard's abilities and wondering if they'll be able to save the village. The tension is building, and the narrator is on edge, wondering what will happen next. The determination in the narrator's voice grows louder. He's convinced that the wizard can do this, and he's willing to stand by them, no matter what. The tension builds as the narrator stands firm, ready to face whatever challenges come their way. Let's dive into the story of the Shepherd Wizard. The narrator grabs the spear, eyes fixed on something in the distance. His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, his back already against the wall. The village chief stands nearby, his expression a mix of concern and caution. Grandpa Rebus moves in, a hint of a smile on his face.
The village chief's drastic decision sparks chaos as a powerful wizard, unaware of the village's dark secrets, begins a perilous journey to subjugate the monstrous threat threatening their homes. The emotional toll mounts for the self-proclaimed wizard, whose naive optimism shatters as he's manipulated by the village chief's cunning intentions, leaving him feeling betrayed and confused about his own purpose. The village is thrown into a state of panic, teetering on the edge of disaster as the wizard's true intentions remain shrouded in mystery, and the monster's ferocity only intensifies, leaving the fate of the village hanging precariously in the balance.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.
You can promise me that, right? Her words hang in the air like a warning.
Turan is asked for a favor, a job as a monster tamer to take care of a puma. His response, "I am a wizard."
You must be the wizard the village elder talked about. That's right. Can I ask the question now?
Turan wants to know more about the task, but the other person is calm and nonchalant. It's as if they're hiding something. Turan points out the elephant in the room. The monster would be after humans if it were attacking a wizard. The other person is not running, which makes Turan wonder if they're more than they seem.
The sword clashes with the shepherd wizard's staff, sending shockwaves through the air as a blast of energy erupts, threatening to engulf the entire town in a maelstrom of magic. Arinder's eyes widen as he's forced to confront the harsh reality of his mother's fate, his heart heavy with the weight of loss and grief that threatens to consume him whole, leaving him shaken.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Turan wants to know if Kiorn will cover his meal. He offers him the purest silver coins, enough to buy the entire meal. But Turan's reluctance shows he's not sure. His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, signs of agitation and doubt.
I'll accept it gratefully.
Now, Turan's calm demeanor says one thing, but his words hint at another. He's okay with accepting the offer, but there's a cost. What's the real price here? Turan's about to get an answer, but will he like it? If you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now. Turan, the shepherd, stands calmly, accepting an offer from Kiorn, the wizard. His calm demeanor hints at a cost, but we don't know what it is yet. Turan's words suggest he's okay with the offer, but there's a price he's not ready to pay. What's the real price here? Turan's about to get an answer, but will he like it?
Stop. You're wrong.
Possible encounter with a wraith-type monster.
If you don't absorb the mana, the residual energy will spread and become a wraith. Turan, he looks around and spots something unusual. The ground seems to be affected, and his senses are telling him that this monster may not be what it seems. His grip on his staff tightens once more. Turan he sees a figure in the distance that looks unlike any monster he has ever seen.
Turan sees a figure emerging from the distance, and his instincts scream at him to be cautious. The air around it seems to ripple and distort, and Turan's eyes narrow as he tries to make sense of what he's seeing. He realizes that this figure could be the one who killed the monster, and that they might have left it to become a wraith. Turan's grip on his staff tightens as he prepares for a potential battle. Turan's instincts scream at him to be cautious. A figure emerges from the distance, and the air around it distorts. Turan tightens his grip on his staff, ready for battle. His eyes narrow as he sizes up the threat. Kiorn discloses the harsh reality of being a wizard, the nature of his power, and the weight of responsibility. Turan absorbs this knowledge, his mind racing with questions and doubts. The cost of their discussion is high. Turan's entire understanding of the world is evolving. The obstacle here is Turan's own self-doubt as he tries to reconcile his past and present. Turan wants to understand the reasoning behind Kiorn's words, to grasp the complexity of his perspective. Turan senses the sincerity in Kiorn's words, but also notices a hint of mockery.
The shepherd wizard's opponent unleashes a devastating attack, but the wizard's instincts kick in, and he conjures a shield, protecting him from the blow. The emotional stakes are at an all-time high as the shepherd wizard grapples with the weight of his own mortality, having just lost a treasured companion and irreplaceable resource.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
I'm staring down at Turan, desperation all over his face. He's talking to Ul Sliwi, and his talent is at risk of not blooming or being hindered. He needs to figure out what's going on. Turan's words convey urgency and concern for his talent. What if it never happens? Ul Sliwi's expression remains unchanging. If you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Blaze. Turan's on edge, desperately trying to understand what just happened. He's concerned his talent might be at risk of not blooming or being hindered, and the thought is suffocating him. His words convey urgency and concern for his talent. He's a shepherd, and his life could change in an instant. Turan takes a step forward, and then stops, his mind racing. He's searching for answers, but the silence is deafening. Turan is about to show off his skills when the wizard interrupts him, saying something about House Arabion. Turan's face falls, and his confidence wavers. He's not sure what the wizard is getting at, and his eyes are filled with confusion. Turan wants to know what the wizard is talking about, but his uncertainty is growing. The obstacle is the wizard's cryptic message. Turan decides to wait for the wizard to clarify.
The monster's dark energy swells through Turan's veins, its malevolent power coursing through his veins as he struggles to contain its unrelenting fury, his very soul at risk of being consumed. Turan's absorption of the monster's mana comes at a steep cost, leaving him grappling with the weight of his newfound abilities, his sense of identity shaken to its core as he grapples with the darkness within. As the mysterious figure down below the mountain prepares to reveal a long-lost secret, Turan stands poised, his fate hanging precariously in the balance, the very foundations of his world on the cusp of a catastrophic shift.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Turan, the shepherd wizard, has just discovered he's the bloodline enemy of his own kin, and it's about to get messy. He stands in front of the Zahar family house, his heart pounding like a drum. He's never felt this anxious before, even facing monsters in the darkest dungeons. Turan's from the same bloodline as the Elder's enemies? Turan, the shepherd wizard, has just arrived at the Zahar family house, feeling anxious like never before. His hands are shaking, and he keeps checking the doors. He's hesitant to enter, unsure if he's ready to face the truth about his bloodline enemy.
You can't hide forever.
But what if he's not ready for this truth? What if the elder's secrets destroy everything he holds dear? His heart is racing, and every step feels like a betrayal. He looks around, wondering if anyone is watching.
Your bloodline will be the key to our downfall.
The elder's words echo in Turan's mind, but he's still not convinced. He looks at the family house, wondering if he'll find answers within those walls. His breathing is short, and his jaw is locked. He steps forward, ready to face the consequences. Turan steps forward, trying to keep his secret hidden from the rest of the family. He doesn't want to reveal his true intentions to Zahar, yet he's desperate to find a way to use his powers to gain an advantage. Turan's eyes dart around, searching for any sign of suspicion. He remembers the words of his family elder. Family comes first. Turan's eyes narrow, thinking about those villagers who still owe him compensation. He considers going to collect it. His mind is racing with the possibilities.
Stop. You're just going to make things worse.
Turan's hands flex, showing his conflicting desires. His decision hangs in the balance.
You're not him anymore.
Turan and Zahar's family are on the move, traveling from village to village. Zahar's family is a merchant clan, but Turan's intentions are unclear. What does he want from these villagers? Turan looks around, searching for an opportunity. Zahar's family seems to be his allies, but Turan's actions hint at a deeper motive. Turan's family is about to set out, but Zahar's father is still wary. Turan's family seems to be on the move, but what are they seeking? The villagers seem to sense their unease, and their body language shifts. Turan's family disappears into the crowd, leaving behind a sense of unease.
I see.
Turan lingers, his eyes locked on Zahar's father. He's not leaving without a deal. But what does he want? Zahar's father senses unease, and his words become guarded. We can't let you take more. Turan's response is nonchalant. I'll have to leave you guys for practice. That's it? No promise to meet up again? Turan's family begins to pack up. But what's Zahar's father thinking? Is it a simple farewell or a calculated move? The tension in their body language speaks volumes. What does Turan truly plan to do next?
Zahar's house is infiltrated by an unknown entity as the shepherd wizard struggles to maintain balance between his duties as a guardian and his pursuit of knowledge about the lost city. The shepherd wizard's relationships with his friends are put to the test as he grapples with the consequences of his actions. And Turan's words of caution weigh heavily on his mind, causing emotional turmoil. As Turan and Darren part ways, the shepherd wizard is left reeling, unsure of who he can trust, as the mysterious figure lurking outside Zahar's house poses a new and formidable threat, setting the stage for a perilous journey ahead.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The shepherd wizard's eyes narrow. A cold calculation spreads across their face. They remember every life spared, every mercy shown to those who would exploit it. They've seen it before, the pitiful attempts to justify the slaughter of the weak for personal gain. The shepherd wizard's voice is a cold declaration.
Never show mercy to scum like bandits. They're the kind who don't hesitate to harm others for profit. The shepherd wizard pauses, then continues. I'm saying this so firmly is because a life I spare out of pity could end up harming 10 good people. Their gaze lingers on the traveler, a question burning in their eyes. What is the cost of mercy? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The shepherd wizard and the traveler are face to face. The traveler wants to save their life. The shepherd wizard questions their reasoning. The traveler needs an explanation. The shepherd wizard wants to know why they think they can become a wizard by killing monsters.
You believe in superstition. The traveler's desperation grows as they try to rationalize the shepherd wizard's actions. The shepherd wizard stands firm, unyielding to the traveler's pleas.
The shepherd wizard begins to doubt the traveler's intentions. The traveler takes a step back, sensing the shepherd wizard's hesitation. The ground beneath them begins to shift. The traveler's on edge, knowing they shouldn't have left the village.
Turan's chaotic heart is torn apart as he's forced to confront the brutal truth. His closest friends are secretly hunting monsters without him. Turan's emotional wounds are ripped open as he's left reeling from the betrayal, struggling to reconcile his feelings of abandonment and hurt loyalty. As Turan's world crumbles around him, he's left with a haunting question. Will he ever regain the trust of his friends, or will the schism forever alter the bonds they share?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Lena's words send shockwaves through the air. The weight of her words hits deep. It's a bitter truth, one we're struggling to accept. She's telling us that kindness isn't something we earn, but rather something we choose to give. The method is simple yet profound. We just need to reveal our true nature, that we're not ordinary people, but something more. The power of being a wizard is not just a gift, but a responsibility. And with that, we change the way people treat us because we're no longer the same. The question is, are we willing to take that step? Reveal that you're a wizard, then ordinary people will bow their heads. The cost of being a wizard is not just a matter of power or prestige, but of the weight of expectation. Can we truly handle the burden of being a leader, a protector, and a force for good? Let's dive into the story of the shepherd wizard with passion. Lena's still in shock, staring at the blade crow's intact blade wings. She's questioning if it's possible to revive a creature in this condition. But her boss Rex's stern expression suggests he's not interested in the possibilities. What he wants is to move forward with the operation, despite the risks. The obstacle is Lena's skepticism and the fact that the blade crow's condition is uncertain. You're eating something tasty by yourself? That's when your boss Rex walks over, a snarky grin on his face. You can tell he's dying to get a rise out of you. What he wants is to rile you up, to see you squirm. The obstacle is your own self-control. Can you keep your cool? What you do is take a deep breath and meet his gaze head-on. What happens is Rex's expression turns even more insufferable, like he's daring you to react. What's the cost? Your dignity, maybe, or at least the chance to enjoy your meal in peace. Your skinny runt remark comes next. What do you have to say to that?
Freaking.
The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Midden's cover is blown as Yal reveals his true identity, leaving the ordinary people to bow their heads in reverence, their lives forever changed. The weight of this exposure has left Midden shaken, struggling to reconcile his humble past with the pressure of being a wizard, fearing the loss of his anonymity and the burden that comes with it. The city is on high alert as the news of Midden's true identity spreads, and the shepherd wizard's next target is left unresolved, leaving us wondering who will be his next victim in this treacherous game of survival.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Midden is on the move, dodging the fast monster's attacks. His focus is on survival. He can't be hit by that monster. Every moment counts. Midden thinks fast. How can he outmaneuver this beast? The ground shakes beneath his feet as he leaps over a rock, avoiding a deadly swipe. His eyes are locked on the monster's movements, anticipating its next attack. Midden springs into action, his agility allowing him to stay one step ahead. He dodges and weaves, but the monster's relentless pursuit pushes him to his limits. What in the world happened? Midden's world just got a lot more complicated. The stakes are higher. He can't afford to make a mistake.
Do you want to die for impersonating a wizard?
Midden's shocked. He thought getting past the guard would be a cakewalk. Now, he's staring down the barrel of a noble-class wizard who's been awakened by his presence. Midden tries to keep a level head, but he knows he's outmatched. The wizard's mana is so strong that even Midden can sense it. He's talking to a master here, a force to be reckoned with. Midden needs to think fast and talk his way out of this one.
Wizards can recognize each other. By sensing the other's mana, they can even tell whether the other person is stronger than them.
Midden's legs are trembling. The wizard's eyes blaze with determination. Midden's legs are trembling. He's furious. He's faced a master who's not just strong, but can read his own strength. He checks the exit, then back at the wizard, calculating his escape route. Midden's in trouble. He's got two identities, Turan and Azella. But which one's the real him? He's hiding something, but why? He thinks maybe if he keeps his cards close, he can play a harmless prank. His hands are moving, trying to keep up with the double life.
Stop. You're wrong.
Midden's world is shattered as an unknown figure breaks the silence, revealing a shocking truth about his past and forcing him to confront the harsh realities of his existence. Cole's composure falters as Kenya's words cut deep, exposing a vulnerability that threatens to upend the fragile balance of power in their tumultuous relationship, leaving his heart hanging in the balance. As Kenya's revelation hangs in the air, a sense of unease settles over the city of Orem, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the mysterious library and the secrets it holds, waiting to unleash its full fury on an unsuspecting world. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Kel is trying to make a joke, but it's falling flat. The miso is not laughing, and her face is a picture of shock. Kel thinks to himself, "Come on, Smaug, I was just joking," but she's not budging. What's going on here?
Stop. You're wrong.
The miso is dead serious, and this is not a laughing matter. Kel realizes that his joke might have been misunderstood. The miso is hurt, and Kel's not sure what to do. He wants to clear the air, but she's not giving him any to explain. The tension between them is palpable. "I never meant to hurt you, Smaug." The miso's reaction has changed the dynamic between them. The miso's reaction has changed the dynamic between them. Kel is trying to apologize, but she's not having it. What does she want from him now? The stakes are higher than ever. This joke might have ruined their relationship. Stay sub to Manwa with Hari, or you'll miss the climax. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Let's dive into the story of The Shepherd Wizard. I'm your narrator, and I'm going to guide you through this thrilling Manhwa series. The scene shifts to Turan, who's reading a book in the library every day. He's gathering knowledge about the world's geography, different races, wizard etiquette, and the manufacturing process of various items. Kel's light-hearted facade hides his concern. He's confused and unsure what's at stake. He doesn't want to get involved, but he's torn between his loyalty and his growing feelings for the miso. His eyes flicker between the northern road and the woman beside him, weighing the pros and cons. The miso's expression is unreadable, adding to Kel's anxiety.
Don't get involved in things like this.
But what if not getting involved means losing the one person he's just starting to care about? Kel's got his eyes fixed on something in the distance, a hint of concern on his face. He looks like he's trying to recall a memory. He realizes the truth is a lot more complicated than he thought, and it hits him like a punch to the gut. He feels a wave of emotion, but he's not sure what it is yet. His eyes are locked onto the forest, and he knows he has to do something. But what? Kel's trying to connect the dots, thinking about the creature. He wants to know what it is, but his body language is hesitant. He's unsure of what's going on. He tries to gesture towards the north, towards the forest, but he's weighing his options, unsure of what to do next. His hands are clenched into a fist, and his voice is laced with worry.
The shepherd wizard charges forward, unleashing a burst of magical energy as he confronts the mysterious figure, their destinies colliding in a maelstrom of clashing wills and unyielding determination. The shepherd wizard's resolve hardens, forged by his unwavering conviction, as he stands resolute against the forces of darkness. But at what cost? His cherished moments with his loved ones slipping away, leaving him isolated and weary. The shepherd wizard's eyes widen in alarm as he stumbles upon a disturbing truth, his trusted allies falling under the spell of the mysterious figure, their once clear loyalty now tainted by the subtle whispers of deception and manipulation, plunging the world into chaos.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Oh, the shepherd was a goner, and that prophecy, it was a ticking time bomb. This unrelenting storm that's coming, it's going to rip apart everything in its path. We've got to get out of here, and fast. That rock is heading straight for us. What's coming at us? We've got an obstacle, that rock, it's a deadly threat, and we need to think fast. His hands won't stop moving. He's trying to come up with a plan, but it's already too late. The rock is just a few feet away. Whoa, what a mess. We've got a consequence. The rock just crashed into the ground, sending debris flying everywhere.
The narrator is trying to absorb the rock's attack, but it's too powerful. He's getting crushed. The rock is a behemoth, and it's unstoppable. His face is twisted in agony.
Growth limit breached. Can't absorb more.
What's the cost of their failure? Will they be able to recover from this crushing defeat? The narrator's companion is trying to analyze the situation, but it's too late. The damage is done. The rock has won, and they're left to pick up the pieces. His eyes are wide with shock. Ha! Now I get why Father sent me along with you. That level of spell proficiency and a mana capacity that rivals mine. The narrator's gaze extends far and wide, but their confidence is about to take a hit. They've just made a claim about being able to reach anywhere they look. But what if that's not true? What if something is hiding just out of sight? The narrator's arrogance might be their downfall. As they claim, as long as it's around this library, my gaze reaches anywhere. A subtle smirk forms on their face. They think they're invincible, but they're about to get a wake-up call. The real question is, what's lurking in the shadows, just beyond their sight? Let's dive into the story of the Shepherd Wizard. I'm so hyped to be your guide through this epic manhwa.
The narrator thinks about their previous interactions, like the time they disciplined every last wretch who carelessly took books out of the library. It seems even the librarian, Holst Voltas, doesn't know they exist. Or maybe no one does. That's what's eating at them. They feel like they're trapped in this powerlessness. Our protagonist is finally learning the truth about their mysterious past. They've realized they're the result of two people with different bloodlines. This is not unique, but it's also not normal. Their bloodline is locked, and they're not sure why. The librarian, Holst, says it's not a rare occurrence, and that it will open naturally as they grow stronger.
Stop. You're wrong.
Holst's words from earlier come back to haunt them. The land is full of secrets, and there might be a spirit who knows more about their past. Our protagonist's mind is racing. What does this mean for their family's history? They feel a sense of trepidation, knowing that the truth might be more than they can handle. They start to wonder if they'll ever find the answers they're looking for. Will they be stuck in a never-ending cycle of questions and doubts? The map seems to be pointing them towards the Emerald Desert, where House Zahar's base is located.
Turan stumbles upon a hidden library within the library, revealing a shocking truth about its enigmatic spirit and the secret history of his own past. Turan's world is shattered as he learns the truth about his family, the infamous orphanage, and the dark connection between the library spirit and his own existence. leaving him reeling with grief and anger. The enigmatic librarian's true intentions remain a mystery, her motives and identity hanging precariously in the balance as Turan grapples with the implications of his discovery, their next confrontation looming ominously.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.